Third, and this is perhaps the most delicate issue, we have, in my view, a problem with some of the organisations at the centre of existing post-disclosure support networks for whistleblowers, as well as at the centre of lobbying efforts for legislative reform. In this country, Whistleblowers UK appears to me to be one such organisation that is potentially deeply compromised by embedded conflicts of interest. Tom Lloyd, its former chair and now honorary president, has a background in policing and no direct experience of whistleblowing as far as I'm aware. Prior to his role in WB UK, he was also head of security at the Institute for Statecraft, a shadowy organisation, I think it's fair to say, which was revealed by disclosures in 2018 to be behind the Integrity Initiative. This initiative was widely criticised by civil liberties groups, including by a serving government minister, for promoting politicised narratives on social media whilst being in receipt of public funds. I do not wish to cast doubt for 1 minute on the integrity or relevant expertise of Tom Lloyd, but I would seriously question whether an organisation that represents whistleblowers should have someone in such a senior role who does not themselves appear to have direct experience of blowing the whistle, at least in terms of public disclosure. Perhaps more concerning, Whistleblowers UK is also the secretariat of the All-Parliamentary Party Group on Whistleblowing, which Mariana mentioned in the former panel. The APPG's former chair, Norman Lamb MP, recently resigned, citing the apparent refusal of WB UK to answer questions over its funding. It is also worth emphasising on this point that one of the key findings in the report we're discussing today concerns the financial impact of disclosure, and we've heard a lot about that from the panellists in the previous session. It is highly problematic, in my view, that a non-profit organisation claiming to support whistleblowers should be charging them substantially and on an hourly basis for that support. There are certainly other similar organisations in this space that I know do no such thing. There are a number of other troubling allegations concerning WBUK, which I won't go into here, but I do think we need to pay careful attention to a key point that actually Wendy raised in the previous panel. There are some individuals and organisations who profit directly or indirectly from whistleblowing, whilst whistleblowers themselves, as we know, tend to face acute financial pressure as a result of their disclosures. I'm not saying that earning an income or covering costs is problematic in and of itself, nor that this necessarily compromises the work that support organisations do, but we do have to be extremely careful, I think, both in addressing the financial inequities between whistleblowers and those who work with them, and the very real conflicts of interest that this can give rise to.